Alrighty, guys, welcome back to another episode of the All Aces podcast. My name's Anthony. I'm joined by my friends today.
Your boy Nate.
Danny.
We also got the whole media crew behind set today. We got Freddie, we got Mark, we got Mr. Mendoza, we got Mondo, we got the whole crew on as well. And we're going to have some fun today, man. Today we have a very special guest today for you. Like always, man, we always promise to bring you guys the aces of every single industry, and today's no different. So today we have the ace of the fitness industry, and it's no joke, man. So tell them why, Dan.
Like, we got Brissa's lifts in the house. How many? I'm gonna let you introduce yourself a little bit. How many TikTok followers do you have?
400,000.
400,000.
It grows every time.
Something like
every time I go back and check, I'm like, how?
No, I have a video going viral right now, so the followers are just skyrocketing.
Oh shit.
She has more than the whole entire room.
Slight flex, like on all of us right now for some reason.
400,000. That's pretty impressive.
That is really impressive.
And the craziest part about it, though, is there's someone on this set who's related to her.
I know it's me, guys. Sadly, it's me.
Oh, yeah, for sure, sadly.
Yeah, so I'm the big brother to her, so we had to bring her in. She's definitely an ace in this industry of fitness, so we're going to bring her in today, ask her a few questions, bring up plenty of topics, some juicy ones, and some that you guys want to stick around to hear. So with no further ado, let's introduce my little big sister, Brissa Allen.
Hi, guys.
Welcome to the pod. And before we get started, guys, quick shout out to our sponsors here, sponsoring the venue you see behind us. G-Fit Gym, Guaranteed Fitness Plus, right here in Tulare. Best gym in town. And when it comes down to it, man, they'll help you get your results. Everything from A to Z. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to Jose. Thank you so much. Let's get into the pod.
All right, so we want to first start off, like, how did you first get into lifting? Like, what got you into it? What made you start? How long ago did you start? Let's hear about that.
Okay, so, I mean, as you know, growing up, I was bullied severely for how I looked. I was always really buff compared to everyone else. I had abs as a kid. So
Damn.
At first I wanted to just be
It's like a light flex.
skinny.
And, like, that's the worst part, too. It's like a light flex. Like, oh, I had abs.
I feel like you flew over that. But I feel like 99% of the population did not have abs when they were a kid.
I had abs as a kid, though.
No, I got made fun of when I was a kid, but it was definitely not for having abs. Like, it was for having the opposite of abs, like, for sure.
Yeah, the mommy milkers.
Yeah.
I have those till this day.
Yeah,
sorry,
for
we
sure.
interrupted you. Sorry.
Oh, no, you guys are fine. But basically, so when I first got into the gym, I was kind of like a cardio hit girly, you know, the stuff that does really nothing when you're doing it on its own. So I wanted to be as, like, skinny as possible. And then I started social media, started lifting January 6th of last year, and then I started getting bigger, and I just fell in love with my body. So then now I just want to be huge, like, just absolutely jacked.
How long did it take you to get to where you're at today? So last year, January to now, so only like in under a year, you got to where you're at?
Yeah, and then on social media, I didn't start posting till February.
So, yeah,
Damn.
physique and social media all in a year.
All in a year.
Damn. What's that, 400,000 you said in a year?
Yeah.
Less than a year?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Sheesh. Okay, that's crazy. So what other people would ask and what I would ask too is, like, the algorithm. Do you play into the algorithm? Have you, like, figured out, like, the nooks and crannies of it? What's something that helps you out when it comes to popping off and going viral like that?
Okay, so honestly, right now, I'm trying different things, like different niches right now. So we started doing vlogs, but we're not even serious in the vlogs. Like, it's just us messing around in the gym pretty much. And those have been doing pretty well. And then, obviously, if you guys know me, the video of me at Applebee's, that's my bread and butter.
I've seen people repost that
one.
too. Like, 3 or 4 pages repost that.
Yeah, it's insane. So that video, definitely, I could do it over and over again. Views were getting low. Post that video up.
You just repost it, basically?
Yeah.
What? That's it? And do you delete the one you had before, or just you keep that up still?
No, I just keep it up. People just eat it up.
Damn,
They love
okay.
it.
So multiple videos of the same video on the same...
Yeah, and then I have another one to a Nicki Minaj song. I forgot which one it is. That always goes viral every time I post it. It's just a posing vid.
How many times can you, like, repost a video before it gets kind of old, do you think? Or has it not happened to you yet?
Hasn't happened to me yet.
Really?
I'm
Just
waiting
popping.
for that day. Like,
She's like,
the
once
moment
I
it
post
stops
this and it does
working.
it, that bread and butter, she's like, I'm just going to keep posting this.
The only thing is, I did stop the They Don't Know I'm Shredded ones because my forearms give it away now. But before, like, you couldn't tell. It was crazy. Everybody just loved it.
And I'm sure people at home, man, they're probably looking at you a little bit of, well, I know you kind of hide a little bit of the flexus under the hood. But later on in the show, we might kind of reveal a little bit of it, right?
Just a little bit. Nothing crazy.
Nothing too crazy,
Got
but I got
the
you
good
guys.
lighting today, too.
But, dude, I mean, I'm kind of in disbelief because, like, obviously social media, I feel like a lot of people make it seem like this really hard, like it's this really hard game, like it's really hard to get into, to become kind of like grow a following, right? But you did it in a year. Do you think, like, how consistent were you in that period of time? Were you like every fucking day, every other day? what are your like? Did you have a posting schedule? Like,
I posted every single day,
oh shit.
like 2 to 3 times a day, sometimes 4 times a day, just random stuff, as much content as I could get out there.
Is it like do you? Because I feel I've tried to post like once a day, and to me that's fucking annoying. Like it's hard, but
It becomes like a job.
it becomes
almost,
like a job.
Fuck,
Do you-
okay.
It literally is.
Yeah, 100%.
It's horrible. It's so stressful now, especially like getting into TikTok more. Like gym sounds are going like down more and more, and then everything's getting reused so much. It's just right now it's really bad.
It's like a whole stock market of it. Like, damn.
Yeah. How do you come up with videos? Like, because obviously, if you're coming up with videos like 3 or 4 times a day for a whole year, like, has there ever been a time where you got writer's block, and how do you kind of fight against that?
Honestly, there was one time I got writer's block, like really, really bad. I think I didn't post for like a week one time, and it was horrible. I couldn't even get out of it until I just like started just not caring. That was my thing. I used to care really like so much about what I post, and I would sometimes not post a day because, oh, this video is not going to do good. I don't feel good enough about it.
You're like self-conscious about kind of like, oh, they're going to view it like this.
Yeah, and then I don't know, there was just one day, this happened like 3-4 weeks ago. Me and my friends were in the gym, and she just like records videos on her phones of all of us. And I was like, what if we did this on TikTok? Because like we're funny. Let's just put it together. And then
Kinda
those
funny.
started going like pretty good.
That started popping off. That's cool. So you kind of just try different things a little bit, see what goes. So you recently got into vlogging. How long ago did you start that? And then how many have you got done? And then how has the feedback been with it? Have people been liking it?
So we have, I think, 2.5 out right now. There's one week I forgot to finish filming. Honestly, there's either like people that love it super, super much, and then there's the people that are like, this is what you do in the gym.
Haters.
Like there was one guy that's like, what a way to waste a bench. And I was like, this is after a top set of 145. Like, come on, dude.
Sheesh, slight flexing. Quit flexing like lightweight that you're buff, all right? Like we get it. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
You're just jealous.
Yeah, a little
On the
bit.
same topic, one of the things I've always noticed too, because I've heard a lot about like influencers that get big, they have a lot of following. Obviously, you get a lot of comments, and sometimes you get a lot of good ones, and sometimes you get a lot of bad ones. You know, so what's something you would say to people at home, right, where maybe they get a couple bad comments, it gets them down a little bit, that helps you overcome those negative comments?
Honestly, if people aren't saying negative things about you, you're not doing something right.
We got our first hater the other day too, so we're doing good on this podcast.
And
we can
actually,
all agree.
He's a repeat
gonna see
hater.
this.
He's fucking gone back to back. I think back to back videos. Like he went out of his way to just say some dumb shit. So.
No, I love when
shout out to
people
the
do
boy.
that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It was like our first one
especially-
though, so we're like, oh, we made it. We're here now.
Well, especially think about it. Once you start making money from what you're doing, the haters pay you.
That is true.
They get you that engagement. They drive that engagement. That's true.
Keep them coming
Exactly.
back. They come back 25 times to talk crap, and then boom, it's 25.
Oh, I
views.
have like a few guys that like will repeatedly go on my lives, like every single time I go, just hate on me.
Damn.
Dude, I mean, that live thing, I want to stay on that real quick because I've heard that with the TikTok, that's kind of like the strategy. Like, the live shit really helps you, like, pop off. And I've heard that you can make, like, kind of good money, or you can make some money going live. Like, how does that whole process work?
Well, as a fitness influencer, it's kind of hard because most of the time they're like, oh, flex right now, I'll send you this. Flex right now, I'll send you that. But
It's kind of weird.
well, all the time.
I would do it,
It's-
bro.
It's
I
not
would
really
do it.
older
That's
so
guys.
weird.
It's really weird. It
Yeah.
feels so awkward. I'm just like,
I
hey.
flex the hardest for the old men. Just saying.
No, I'm like, hey, I'm meal prepping. Bicep flex?
Just random. I'm going about my day on the beach. They flex real quick. Like, dude, come on.
But yeah, no, honestly, most of my followers are from lives, just people learning about my personality and being like, oh, this is like the person behind the camera. Because I don't really, before the vlogs, I didn't really do many talking videos, so they didn't really know me.
They didn't get a chance to like get to know you on a personal level like that. Okay, that's
Yeah.
dope. Okay.
Do you feel like doing that, the vlogs now, like going live and kind of showing more of your personality? Like, do you feel like you're building like a little bit higher quality audience by doing that? Because I know that, I mean, there's some people, you know, because like even for the insurance game, like we've seen people that we think about sponsoring, just like sponsor post. But obviously, like on the business side of it, you look at somebody and you see they have a shit ton of followers, right? Like they have like 120K, 320, whatever, however many 100,000. But then you look at their posts and they don't have that many likes, like they don't have that many fucking comments, or the comments are just a bunch of like spammy comments.
Bots.
Yeah, they're like bots, are not high quality comments.
Don't
Do
look
you
at my
f-
story. Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, that's the top one. But do you feel like that? Do you feel like going live and like kind of showing your personality more has helped you build like a different, like a higher quality audience that likes you for who you are, not just like just shit you're putting out?
Oh, absolutely. I have so many people that are my regulars on there, like Megan, Haley. Like, I have a lot of like people.
Shout
that
out, Megan.
really-
Shout out.
Haley.
Shout out right now.
Your name dropping. We're like,
Yeah,
You gotta
but
let
no,
them
like-
know that they're coming up. You're gonna be throwing them out in here too. Let them know it's coming up.
Well, yeah, it's just like I talk to them almost every single day. They're basically my friends now, and it's a lot of the same people go on there. They all repost my videos. Like some of them I've even like actually become friends with like through social media.
Becomes
when
like
you
a
say
community, huh?
when you say like they're on there every day, like I'm thinking like a fucking hangout, like a bar. Like, are you telling like they comment on your videos or they hop on your lives and stuff like that, or what do you mean by like you see them they're there every day?
Like no, they're on my lives. Every single live I'm on,
shit.
they're in there.
Commenting. Yeah, I've
Like
been a part of some of
commenting, like
these.
I have like straight up conversations with them.
It's like very interactive.
Like
'cause,
Twitch.
she'll see them. Yeah, exactly. She'll see them post and she'll like talk to them.
Oh shit,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
that's pretty dope. I didn't know the TikTok got down like that. That's pretty badass.
On the same topic, obviously you post a lot. You go live. You can go live on multiple different platforms. Which one's your favorite to post on? Do you have like a favorite platform?
Honestly, I love TikTok because the haters are so funny. Like you either have people hyping you up so much or just trying to drag you so hard, and it's just so funny now.
So one of the questions I want to get into is sponsors. What are some of the sponsors that you're working with right now? And then are there any sponsorships that you'd want to work with in the future that you kind of want to give a heads up to?
Okay, for one, right now I'm with Rawgear and Rise Supplements. Code Brissa. Support me there. I'm kind of broke right now, okay?
That's how she gets paid.
We'll drop the text. We'll drop the link.
Yeah, we'll put it all down here. It'll be all right there for you.
Brands I want to work with. Definitely, I'm actually kind of in the works with one of them already. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
You say it?
Oh,
We're going to break news here on the All Aces podcast.
right now.
Breaking news.
But okay, I don't know if I'm going to say the name. But it's
We'll blank it out because this is all, it's not
Okay.
live, so we're cool.
Well-
Oh, shit.
shit.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm in conversation with them right now. I reached out to them because I heard some rumors about one of my brands signing someone I'm a no.
You're one of your brands that you're with currently signing somebody else that you don't like?
Yeah.
But when you say you don't like, is it like
Let's get into this.
what kind of beef is that? Because do you know them personally?
What kind
or,
of
like,
beef is
Is it like an ideology thing? Like you don't like what they stand for?
Or it's like a TikTok beef, like, hey, bro, you stay
Or
on
like-
that side of
Or
TikTok,
it's
I'll
like
stay on
that
this
TikTok
side.
beef. Like what?
Oh
like,
no
what is
no
it that
no
you
no
don't-
no! It's that personal beef.
Personal, like you know in person, like they've talked shit to you. Or personal,
XX.
like you go back and forth like on fucking TikTok.
Personal, like it's an ex.
Whoa,
fuck.
This got spicy. I like this.
What the?
We need more female guests because this got spicy.
Does the brand ambassador or like the people that manages the like the ambassadors like you guys, did they know that that's your ex?
They have to know.
They have
Oh,
to
I've
know.
literally shown them him.
Oh shit.
So you're the one that put him on with that brand?
Well, no. So like I showed them him like back when I got signed in August, and I was like, I don't mess with this dude pretty much.
So don't sign this guy.
Yeah.
Only thing on
But
the table.
then one of my friends who shall not be named, you know who you are,
Voldemort. Just kidding.
literally gave my ex's information to the signing manager.
I feel like that's not a fucking
Who is
friend.
the friend? Who's
I'm gonna be
Voldemort? I
real-
wanna hear this.
Are you still friends with him?
I don't talk to him anymore.
That's the snake
Him
shit.
or
her?
I wouldn't-
Oh, him.
Him.
I wouldn't talk to him either.
Woo! Shit. Name
Okay,
drop.
You guys have to blink that out.
Oh shit! Blank it.
But yeah, it was Kyle Segura.
Fuck, we went the last name too.
Big name. Oh shit! Oh, fuck.
That's
How many
good.
followers does he
You know,
have?
it's
What's his net
dangerous
worth?
because I feel like, dude, it's kind of funny because I feel like
John.
kind of where you're at, like there might be some crazy fucking people that might look him up and like, you know, you got some ride or dies. I'm guessing so.
That Brissa gang.
Yeah,
Hashtag
that's
Brissa
why,
gang.
like-
Gang, dude. So
Brissa
we gotta
gang
bleep that.
comes
We gotta.
strong.
Yeah,
bleep
we're
that.
ble-
How is it working with big brands like Rawgear? Talk about that.
Honestly, it's great too. It's right here in California. I actually get to travel there. I'm just trying to get out there more right now, just working with more like photo shoots, stuff like that. But right now it's just pretty chilled. They send us free clothes every month. We just
Literally
have to
run on
show
the
'em
head.
off.
Got it.
Damn, every month.
Didn't even see it. He said, "Damn, every free clothes every
Like
month."
pretty much every month, every drop.
That's sick.
That's pretty badass. So with that being said, at what point did you really start seeing like the fruits of your labor? I mean, you grew fucking really quick in a year, but at what point did you start seeing like, oh shit, like when did you feel like, oh fuck, I can do some shit with this?
It's actually started when I went to LA and when I got signed with Rawgear back in August. I didn't really like feel like I was much because I was like, I have maybe 300,000 followers at the time.
That's more than enough already, too. By the way.
Well, no,
feel
but
like
I
that's a-
had
The fact you didn't know the leverage of that is crazy.
Well, and then I went to LA, worked out with one of my friends, and he and Bradley like literally were just sitting there talking and then looking at me and then talking and looking at me, and I was like,
Bradley,
okay.
Bradley. You're Bradley.
Bradley Martin.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's cool.
And they're like looking at me, and then that day he's like, I want to sign you, and that's when I was like, oh, okay.
Just like that. That's fucking crazy.
How does that conversation go? So
Dude,
like, he
that's
tell-
fucking nuts.
That's fucking right. That's
he
fucking
took
crazy.
my phone.
he
He
broke
took my phone
Oh.
and he just started going through my social media and going through all like my demographics.
That's how you know they're on point with their shit.
That-
They
that-
know
you
their
know-
shit that good, bro.
That's interesting
Yeah.
because
Straight up, like, let's see what you have first.
yeah, that's really interesting because kind of going back to like what I was saying, like because we've looked at sponsoring some people for like the insurance game. Well, obviously it's a lot of different industry, but it's crazy because that is something to consider. You know what I mean? I feel like as a creator, sometimes like you don't even think about that stuff, but somebody that's gonna sign you, like a big brand like that, like that's fucking crazy. That's the first move, you know, to go through the demographics and shit. So
He said, or he's like, how much longer are you going to be in LA? I was like, I'm leaving tomorrow. He's like, okay, come work out again tomorrow. Like, we'll let you in for free, and then we'll go over everything, and then you could talk to your parents about a contract, and then I signed that day.
oh shit,
Just like that. Easy, bro. That's what's it's like. That's crazy.
that is crazy because I feel like there's a lot of people out there who are working hard, dude, but. And you know they're hoping to get there, so that's like fucking nuts. Because that's like you're living some people's fucking dreams right now. Have you ever thought about that, where you're like, fuck, like I'm doing what I love, and I'm fucking, you know, I'm getting paid for it.
It is so surreal. It doesn't even, it's hard to explain. Because it's like, oh, sometimes I'll get recognized. Not often, but I
People
will,
hit
or,
me
like-
up though about you. It's like, oh, you're Brissa's brother, right? I'm like, how the
He's
fuck?
Nate,
I'm
so
the
weird.
yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm the older brother. First of all, how is it like switched around?
Hey, it makes up for the years of being Nathan's little sister, okay?
Hey, but
It's
we
my
got.
time
I'm
to shine.
trying to
Whoa,
switch this shit around
Nathan,
though. I
on.
can't do this much longer, right?
I just have like, sometimes I'll be at the gym, somebody will be like, oh, you're Brissa, right? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, I had no idea you even lived here. It's just, nobody like knows. Everybody just thinks I'm like some LA girl.
But you know what? I think that's really fucking cool because when people see you there, I feel like the Valley, a lot of people have like this misconception where you can't do shit coming out of the Valley. You know, like
100%.
they have like that
Oh,
small
yeah.
mentality. So it's really cool for you to be seen. Actually, he was just talking about it too. Jose, one of the camera guys, he was saying that one of his buddies was like, dude, it's fucking funny. Funny story, real quick before I go into my point. He was saying that one of the guys hit him up because he knows he works with us. He's like, bro, you should get that Brissa's lifts on the pod. And then Freddie told him, yeah, we have it scheduled for Monday. So that was funny. But
That's
like,
hilarious.
it's back to
see?
that point where you're getting recognized, and it's cool that people know that you're local. You know, like you're not fucking from LA. Like, I mean, obviously you got your contract and you went out there, but you didn't build a following down there. You know, like you build your following just from doing shit here locally in town. You know, working your job. So that's really cool. I think that's really like inspirational because. Like I said, sometimes I feel like people have like that stigma against the Valley where like, fuck,
That we
I can't do shit.
it. And
I
I
can't
feel like
fucking
we
do it from
have
the
too
Valley.
much talent out here. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
To where I feel like we could have a lot of people out here do a lot of big things. So, yeah, no, it's really dope you're doing it from out here and representing Tulare, California.
Representing, for sure.
California.
Hilarious.
So on that
Oh.
same topic of like sponsorship and everything about it, what I really want to talk about, like, and really know more about is kind of the whole confidence aspect of it, right? Because I know that some people, whenever they make it, I feel like it's really easy to get confidence then, but the whole lead up sometimes is it's not easy having confidence, especially you're in a company that has a bunch of other influencers, a lot of people doing the same stuff as you. So talk a little bit about that. Like, did you have confidence always before that, or did you get more confidence after that?
Oh, absolutely. I had no confidence, especially like when I first started posting. Even posting anything like this on social media was never something like I thought I'd be doing. So definitely my confidence, it's up and down.
I've definitely seen it too, especially being her brother and like being at home, like seeing the other side of it. Like, yeah, she's definitely dealt with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy. It just depends on like the times of social media. Like there's obviously one event we're probably going to talk about that my confidence was gutter. Absolutely gutter.
Let's
But
talk about that. If you
Yeah,
don't
let's
mind.
get into that a little bit.
okay, Greg.
Greg Doucette, Mr. Greg. This is the one I really wanted to get
We got to
into.
let Big Brother handle this one.
Yeah, this is the one I
All
really
right.
wanted to get into because I got texts. I woke up one morning and people were like, hey, did you see Greg Doucette called out your little sister, this, that? And I was like, what the fuck?
Who
Like,
is Greg Doucette?
That's because you know what? Honestly, I didn't fucking know who the guy was until you talked
There's
about it.
no
when you
way.
said
Okay,
that.
so Greg Doucette is one of the biggest YouTube influencers. Like, obviously, us being on
Fitness.
a podcast. Fitness YouTubers. And so, as we know, like, YouTube's one of the hardest places to get established in. Like, he's done that. He's not working backwards. Like, he's already where he needs to be at. Big dude. People, like, when I wanted to learn more about fitness, that's who I went to. He was him, Hodge Twins. There's certain names that you kind of go
Hey,
to.
shout out to Hodge
right?
Twins, baby.
Until he got all
Hodge
political,
Twins.
it was weird. Stop doing that shit. Get back to lifting, right? And the cream pies, we like that shit. So, but anyways, so it's facts. That shit was good. We love the
Hey, you gotta
Hodge
be careful.
Twins.
Nate'll drop that sub slant every once in a while. But
They do. That shit's funny
At
as
least
fuck.
once, yeah.
But so anyways, so we go to him and we listen to him and, you know, he talks about a lot of things in fitness, so he's pretty credible. But he called out my sister and tried to say that she was on steroids, which I personally know, like, firsthand that she's not. So let's get into that because that got me heated just a little bit.
Well, obviously, I'm a woman.
I had
There's
no clue.
so many reasons for me to have low testosterone levels, but I was like, F it, I'm gonna get a blood test. I get a blood test, my testosterone levels were low, and I'm like, this literally proves I'm not taking anything. Like, my testosterone would be high, and everyone's like, you're off a cycle, your cycle just dropped. Like,
I seen one of the main things that his main argument, I guess, what he was saying that you could have just screenshotted the test or something like that, and I think that's with anything online, right? Like,
Yeah.
But yeah,
no, seriously, people's comebacks to me are like, but Greg said this.
Greg's
Who's Greg?
if they haven't watched the video, the main video behind it was natural or not, right? So people at home like would love to know: are you natural or are you not natural?
I'm 100% natural. I'm just a black female.
I feel like being African American.
does that mean?
Hold on. I feel like being
What does that
African-
mean?
Being African American essentially is kind of like being on steroids a little bit.
Well, not even
muscle
just that.
belly-
Explain that,
A
bro.
little bit bigger, a little bit stronger,
Bro,
and
like,
a little bit
I just
faster.
want to let you know that you two are the only people that can say shit like that. around here.
Well, no, let's just be real. We're literally
They jump
bred
higher.
to be power athletes. Like, it's in our DNA.
But you know what? At the end of the day, you guys are fucking shredded.
I am. He's okay. He's a little puffy right now. He could be better. I've
Why'd
seen him
the
in
whole
better
room
condition.
at one time go ooh?
Hey, you know
At
what?
the same tone, everybody like knew what to do. Did
That's
guys
you know
plan
what?
this
But
shit?
that's a good sibling. That's keeping you accountable. That's
Modeling,
all
I
it
was
is.
getting
Yeah.
No,
hot.
exactly. I'm just being a good sister.
You know what I think we should do? I think we should have like a. What have you guys ever had like a flex off?
No,
Nate's scared.
Like
I
a
think.
who's bigger?
I'm getting off of. I'm bigger, but I'm bigger though.
I think we got to show the camera.
she's
just
more
a little
shredded
bit.
right now. So I'm
am.
I'm coming off a bulk, bro.
Can we show the camera just a little bit? Like
Let's see you flex.
Me
just
flex.
a little. We got to show
Okay,
the
hold
camera a
my
little
mic.
bit.
Oh shit, it's
Here
going
we
down.
go. You got to show the bro. Come on, brother and sister. Let's go.
Flex off. Fine.
Here we go.
Doing this for the
Nowhere else. No other podcast is doing this, man. I'm telling you guys.
The whole time. What cameras are we looking? We're doing our own cameras? Our main cameras?
Look at this one.
Okay.
Oh, these ones. All right, cool. I'm just going to pull the arm out and flex. Let's get arms.
Nate, bro,
Arm it first. Arm it
it's
first.
for the content, Nate. Let's go,
God.
bro. Come on.
Bro, I make people
There
pay
we
my
go.
OnlyFans for this, guys. Come on.
Gosh, damn.
All right,
Nate.
ready? What are you flexing?
Double five?
All right, is it ready?
I'm gonna go lower.
Wait, I want to move out the way a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna go over here.
You're going lower?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
2, 1.
Damn, that's the most yoked set of siblings you'll see.
So what got you into flexing? That's my thing. Like, what got you into like the whole flexing, posing?
Good segue, man. Good segue.
Okay. Honestly, well, that's what my ex did. Kind of, he got me into it. He started teaching me, but then I started wanting to compete.
And how's that been going for you? Because I know you're going to be doing a competition coming up. You want to give the audience a little bit of information on that?
Yeah, so I'm actually 6 weeks out right now.
6 weeks. Holy shit.
It's been crazy. Like, absolutely insane. Doesn't feel real. Sticking to a diet like this is horrible. It's dog food.
She eats terrible sometimes. I've seen it. I don't know how she's still eating like this.
It's horrible. This diet is absolutely horrible. And this dude tried to give me chocolates for Valentine's Day.
I said for after the show. You're welcome. I'm thinking about after. The
When are we
after.
gonna be good by then,
I'm
bro?
being
What
a
are you
great big
talking
brother.
about?
Yeah, I'm transitioning now into being a great big brother now.
I'm just looking forward to the crumble, okay?
Oh, there we go.
So I was just gonna say, so 6 weeks out, what does a diet look like 6 weeks out?
6 meals a day, lots of rice, cream of rice, lots of beef, lots of chicken.
How many calories a day?
I
What is it?
honestly don't even know. I'm so scared to look.
You just eat it.
Really?
It's like eat
So
this.
my
eat
coach like literally makes my plan out to the ounce. So I just make what he tells me to eat, and I just don't want to know. I'm doing like 45 minutes of cardio a day. 30 minutes of it is
it.
fasted.
But are the results in though? Are they coming in the way you want them to?
Oh yeah.
Bro,
So
you
it's
just
worth
saw
it
our,
then.
you just saw our flex, bro. What do you mean results are in? She just,
I was
her
too
shoulder
embarrassed by my
bigger
image.
than your
And I was like, oh, this is fresh off a bulk.
I'm sure everyone at home can tell, like, the results are in.
they're in. They know.
They're in. It's
They know.
working.
And real quick, can you go over what a show is? Because like I feel like if you're not in the fitness industry or you don't know about like kind of the fitness world, because you're talking about a bodybuilding show, right?
Yeah.
So how does that work? Like how do you compete in a like what is? Because even like me when I first kind of started getting into like fitness and like learning about that stuff, I didn't fucking know what a bodylifting show was. You know, like so when you go in and compete, well, what is it that you're competing? Like what's being judged?
And then can you break down the like from open, classic, like kind of the categories too? Do you,
I know some of them. I'll
Okay.
go over what I do know.
okay, let's go.
So I'm competing in physique and figure. So those are like the categories where your body's kind of like an X. You have to have like lats, muscles, some striations, but you can't be too striated. It's really, you have to get to like this perfect point between like muscular and fit, but still feminine.
So it's very like criteria based.
Yes. They want to see like glute separations. They want to see like your shoulder separated from your tricep, but like big delts.
Well, no. That's good info because I was listening because I know there's like the different categories. Like, I don't know the women's ones, but I know some of the guys' ones. But it is a big difference as far as like how fucking like shredded you get or what like how you build your body. Because like you're saying, like you're talking about like building your shoulders, separating them from the triceps and stuff like that. There's obviously other categories where you don't really need to focus on that, right?
Yeah, like bikini is definitely more of a feminine body. You're not striated. You're not overly muscular. You're more of like a lean. Just straight up lean.
But for you wanted to do the which one are you doing right now?
Physique and figure. So those are more like muscular, a little bit striated. That's where you see like the really, really big women.
That's like the shredded one.
Rip.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's definitely really hard too to get down to that, especially as a woman. And then I'm going up against like non-natties too. So
in the show, that's what I was going to ask about next because a lot of people say like, for example, you look at the Mission Olympia guys like. Those guys are fucking juice.
To the gills.
That shit's not fucking
to the
natty.
gills.
Those guys they're fucking like, yeah, to the
it's
gills.
Impossible. Yeah, like there's no humanly possible way.
You can't get there without roids.
So in the for the women thing, for the women's, is there like shows that regulate that stuff, or it's just basically everyone's fucking on that shit?
Well, no, there are natty shows. It's just I want to get my pro card or try to get my pro card. The odds of me getting it without taking anything is slim to none. So
How do you get it?
you have to basically win a national qualifier, nationals, Olympia amateur, and then pro card.
Is that like 4 different shows together? Can you do it all in one show?
No, it's like 4 different shows together. Like the one I'm doing is a national qualifier.
Got it.
Damn.
And what show is that you're doing? You want to tell everybody?
I'm doing the Fresno Classic.
And this is going to be
My first show on April 1st.
April 1st. Got it. Okay.
First show, April 1st. Make sure you show out, show some support, show some love. And dude, you're going to take it. I think.
So I do have a question, though, that we all want to know. And I think we've all been itching to ask is like, how does it feel to still be smaller than me?
This fucking guy from what? Nobody wanted to know that about you, Nate.
So if you're watching this at home, rewind the clip like 15 minutes. And you'll see the answer to that question.
First of all, stop it.
How does it feel? I'm 5'2" and I'm still bigger than you.
Damn. All right. Well, can we pause? I want to cry. So pause everything. I'm gonna cry real quick.
The funniest part. I don't know if you guys can hear this at home. The funniest part is that the whole media crew in the back is dying laughing in the back.
They're not. He's lying. I'm not really crying either. Still
Oh
like.
my god.
He's crying.
No, a little bit. I want to ask you too. So on monetization, is there any other ways that you're monetizing or leveraging your audience outside of doing like sponsorships with these other brands?
Well, I mean, I go through like the Instagram reel bonuses, like TikTok Creator Fund, which I'm having issues with right now.
Dude,
you guys suck.
Real quick, how is that TikTok creator? I've heard a lot of bullshit about the TikTok creator fund. I heard that. I mean, one, they don't really pay that much. 2, there's like a lot of like issues that come with it.
Oh my god, I'm locked out of my account right now. I probably have like $500, $600 in there that I don't have access to.
That's crazy.
And I've been emailing them for like months about it.
And they haven't done shit.
Nothing. Not even getting back to me.
Shout out TikTok.
TikTok, run me my
Better
money.
get on it. Better get on it.
How does a creator fund work? Is it like on a per view basis or what's
I
up
think
with
it's like views, comments, likes,
Oh,
just
just
like
like
about
total
video
engagement?
engagement. Like the other day I made like $27 from one video.
that? Mm-hmm. Just
in
because you
just
posted it
one
in one
day.
barrel?
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts. Right now, what would you say though? Like what would you say is like the most? I don't want to say profitable thing, but what would you say is your top earning thing right now? Like, is it a partnership, sponsorship? Well, what's your
Oh
top?
shit! She has
thing?
to say it. Say it. Go for
You
it.
don't have to say a figure. Just
No, but you gotta say the platform.
OnlyFans.
I knew it. God damn it! I failed as an older brother.
damn.
Moment of silence.
Wait.
Yeah, that's
Wait.
I knew because she
Time
laughed
out.
too. I was like, I know exactly what this is. All these
Honestly,
people want to see you flex or what?
Literally, I put on a bikini and I flex my biceps.
Okay, so pause.
What, can
So-
you share? Wait, real quick. I want to get into the figures. What's the figure right now on OnlyFans?
So
Ballpark.
I pull out like a couple hundred every day.
So a couple hundred every day. Are you like
fucking
at the end of the month? You're what? You're like 4 or 5K, 10K. Where are you at?
I haven't even like done the math on it. Let me get back to you guys on
Okay,
that.
hey, well, a few $100, a couple $100 today.
That's still
It's a few thousand in the month for sure.
It's a few thousand.
Yeah.
easily
Yeah.
just to flex. And so for people at home too, there's a
Do you
thing
still have a
called-
day job? Not to cut you off, but do you still have a day job?
Silly, right?
Yeah, I do.
Hold on though. So she.
What's the reason behind that?
Thank you. Let's hear this.
What's the because I mean, to me,
How many day jobs do you have?
No, right now I'm just at one.
You're down to one.
what is it though?
I'm a
Is-
pie seller at Marie Callender's.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty fun.
I'm a Marie Calendar guy. That's pretty good pie. But going back to the question, what I mean, at that point, if you're already making probably like $4 or $5 grand a month just in OF, why keep the day job?
I'm in school. I have bills to pay.
How many fucking bills do you have? That's a good question. How many fucking bills do you have?
No, honestly, like I'm paying for my car and stuff, and I'm trying to save up to like get a place.
Uh-huh.
So,
Oh, that makes you're just on your grind mode.
yeah.
But do you think though, like I mean, the reason why I asked is because just from like a numbers point of view, like to me, you're already making money doing this, right? Like the content stuff like that. Do you think that it'd be more beneficial to take those hours away from Marie Callender's, fuck the pies, and maybe like push some more juice into here? Have you ever thought
Scaling
about that?
it.
I'm just asking. Like you don't have to have an answer. I'm just asking.
I have, but I live at home. There
Even
ain't
more
no-
reason.
No, I live at home. Nate, come on.
Like, oh no. I lived at home.
What does that mean though? Is it like you have to have a job type deal, or what is
That's close. Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
But I agree with him too, and that's kind of why I asked that question too, of like monetization, like outside of like these brands, because like I was telling you right before, is like if you just came out with like a pre-workout, right, you make $30 profit off it, and you get 10% of like your TikTok followers to buy it, and you're making $30 off that, like you realistically don't have to work again.
Well, that's what my goal is in the future, is to own a supplement company.
Is the reason, like, how do your parents feel about it, actually? Like, is
they
the
know
reason
you're
why you
raking
keep
in
the
the dough?
job because of your parents? Because they don't really recognize social media kind of influencer as a real job or a career? Or how does that work?
No, honestly, my mom just wants me on that grind. Like, it's nothing like she's like, get your bag up.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I'm making a few extra $100, and she just thinks it's a good thing for me to do.
I respect
Keeps
it.
me responsible, too.
For sure. What's their point of view on kind of what you do as far as on the influencer side?
Honestly, it's kind of like surreal for them, too. Like, my mom, like, was even almost involved in my stuff, too. She used to go on my lives with me. and
Moderate all the time.
Moderate all the time.
Shout out
and-
moms.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's how we made a few friends from my lives, too.
What's some advice you would give kids at home where maybe it's a little the opposite situation where they want to pursue content, they want to pursue the influencer, but their parents, there's no way in hell they're going to see it as like a real career. What's some advice you would give them to keep going through?
I say start it on the side. Like, just do it. Just start posting stuff. What's the worst going to happen? If you don't go viral, you don't go viral. It happens. But what if you do?
Well, what's the one thing I want to know too about like kind of like on the workout topic is, do you have like any favorite lifts you like to do that you know, or like favorite poses you like to do for content or anything like that?
Favorite lifts are definitely my SBDs. Love posting those.
What is SPDs?
Squat, bench, deadlift.
Got it.
Those are normally really good when I'm not in prep. Right now, I could barely bench 145. But
Are you lifting that?
I'm not really a mental math kind of guy.
He's like, I'm gonna stay out on this one
So-
right now.
Oh, Dad's the math guy, so you have to. Well, yeah.
45 out of 5. That's warm up.
There you go. Yeah.
I have seen Dan hit
forward.
this shit. He gets down.
yeah, but it's just those. And then, like, posing wise, one of my main one is the mantis pose. It's just this random one. Your arms are just both out.
You want to hit that pose for us?
What's a mantis? I honestly,
I'll
when I hear
show you
mantis, I think like Kung Fu Panda. I'm not gonna cap.
I think it's because it, like, imitates, like, the mantis's little,
Oh, like the.
yeah,
Huh.
little arms.
That's pretty dope.
You should hit that. I want to see that.
You're gonna show people the mantis.
You got to show them the mantis.
show the mantis.
Okay, got you.
Freddie,
guys.
what's her camera?
God damn.
Oh, that is
her back
pretty funny.
fucking-
I'm looking at
Bro,
her
her back.
Fuck.
Show them your back. You have a crazy
Dude,
back.
the bag.
You got
your
that
back is
demon
fucking
back.
Crazy.
Whoa. The topic of brands. How do you choose which brands to take and which brands to kind of leave?
I always try the product first. Rawgear was a little different. It's Rawgear. Their shirts, their clothes are fired. That's the only reason why I signed.
You said on the spot.
Oh boy,
Motivates you?
CT
Like,
Fletcher to
Who
come back.
motivates you and who influences you?
This is your chance to get brownie points with me. Let's go.
Okay, so Ronnie Coleman.
That's
Ronnie,
basically
the
me.
boy Ronnie. Hey, he's a
Ronnie.
go.
No, honestly,
Ronnie's
I
goated.
love Ronnie.
Lightweight, baby.
Yeah, he's a go.
His mentality was just so out there. Like, that one time he was like, everybody want to be a bodybuilder, but nobody want to lift these heavy ass weights. Like, he was just so real when it came to bodybuilding. Like, he was a legend.
That's facts. I do
That
not
is
want to
facts,
lift that heavy ass weight. Squatting I'm like 3 plates. I'm like, I'm cool. This shit is heavy enough.
Are there any female influences that influence you the same way?
One of the girls that got me into, like, actually wanting to compete was Georgia Daniels. She's awesome, too.
What about her got you to get into it?
She was just, like, absolutely jacked. Like, the first, like, actually jacked woman I saw. And I was like, oh, I like her. And then she started following me.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was like, I was so starstruck.
Have you got like a lot of those messages, or do you get like comments like that?
Oh, I get them all the time. it's crazy to me. I try to respond to as many of them as I can too.
I mean, how does it feel like? Do you feel like there's like an extra layer of responsibility because of like the influence because you really do wield the influence, over people. Do you think there's like an added layer of responsibility? Do you ever think about that before you post something? Or like you're like, hey, I've been doing this shit works for me, I'm just gonna keep on doing me?
100%. It's just kind of me doing me. Like, I love inspiring people for most of my videos, but like on Instagram, one time I got this like comment that's like, oh, maybe if you didn't post like you always looking good, like people wouldn't think you're on weight, just something like that. Just like something about me posting on Instagram always looking good. But it's like, I can't just post all my bad stuff to make you feel better. So it's like,
Get your weight up.
Yeah, I feel like that has to do with like the person too,
Projecting.
yeah, and I've been getting like a lot of comments like that, and I was like, well, I have to do my job. So it's more just like sticking with my niche.
Yeah.
Overall.
The only opinion that should matter really is yourself. Like the most important opinion is yourself, right?
100%.
One thing I do want to ask you though, where do you see yourself going like in the fitness industry from here? Like what's next?
What are the goals? What are the big goals?
Yeah, give us some like short term and then some long term goals that you have.
Well, obviously long term goal is what I was talking about earlier, the supplement company, but I'm like years and years away from that. I'm going to school for chemistry right now, so I like really want to make like a really good like supplement company.
Oh, where you're making your own shit.
FDA approved?
FDA approved. And like short term, I want to try to get my pro card. That's one of the things, just to prove to myself that I could do it.
Is it possible to get it within a year? Like, is there enough shows that you can attend?
Honestly, I'm not sure. Some people it takes like up to 3 years. Some people it takes all their lives. Yeah, but it's crazy. Like at this level that I'm trying to get to, like I'm small.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
How do you keep the confidence knowing that?
It's not even from me anymore. It's just like, it's my people like, oh, I'm inspired by you. Like, oh, I want to look like you one day. It's those people that I'm like, I don't know. I feel validated almost. It's kind of sad to say though, because social media is like everything now.
Are there any last, because obviously, I mean, we really appreciate you coming on today. I know that Nate's been talking you up a lot, and more than just like, we were excited too, just from a personal standpoint, all the stuff you've done. And being so young at your age, like you've accomplished so much, and I feel like your future as just a person, bodybuilding, influencer, everything all under one umbrella is so bright. Like I know, just being on today, I know I've been inspired today off the content you've put out and everything, man. So I just want to say thank you so much for being on today and kind of inspiring us and inspiring all the people at home for sure.
Yeah,
honestly, thank you guys for having me. This was so much fun. I was so nervous.
Well, you were nervous?
Yeah,
we couldn't even
was.
tell you did so good. You're like ready to throw that shirt off. You're like, oh, fuck this shit. Let's flex.
Well, it's my bread and butter.
We have a little signature question we do here at the All Aces podcast, and it's a little bit like a situational question where I want you to picture young Brissa, where maybe before you knew everything was going to be okay, before you got signed to big brand deals and all that good stuff, and before you knew it was going to be okay, right? So what's a message you would give young you back then to let you know everything's going to be okay and you're going to make it through it?
Honestly, not even that. I would have just told myself, don't be a bitch and work out with your parents, because they always had me in the gym. I could have been so much farther ahead now.
No, we did drag you in. We tried to drag you in for a lot. Though.
No, they did, and I was just lazy. 100% as a kid, I was lazy, so I would have just told myself, just go.
That's real though. So if you're at home,
Don't be a little
piece
bitch.
of advice, don't be a bitch.
Don't be a bitch. Go to
Don't
the
be a
gym.
bitch, you'll get jacked. That's what it is. Well, yeah, seriously, thank you so much. We appreciate you being on. Any last words, guys? Any last thing?
Still bigger than you, but I love you. Thank you
Yeah.
for coming on.
You're welcome.
100%. So, yeah, thank you so much for being on today. And thank you guys so much for you guys at home for always showing us so much love, so much support. We appreciate you so much for tuning into another episode of the All Aces podcast. And we'll see you on the next one.
See you guys next time.
Make sure to
Peace.
subscribe.